Good morning, everybody. Auronnj here with another Final Fantasy VII EverCrisis video. And today I'm going to talk about pulling for the Murasame Battle Garb in EverCrisis. Is that something that's worth going for? Should you be spending your premium currency going for those limited time pieces of equipment? How does it compare to the exchange shop piece of gear, which really doesn't suck? And then I'm going to give you more broadly my general sense of how banners are working in EverCrisis and how I'm going to approach pulling on these featured banners that are just here for a while. That's going to be our rotating banner sets. I'm going to give you my thought on that and how I'm going to approach polling in EverCrisis. Now, I'm going to end the video by doing a bunch of polls. My first poll session since my reroll session, and it's time for me to start powering up, so I need to get these polls done. But let's start with the battle garb. So if we jump in here, obviously the Murasame is a very special weapon for Cloud in that it gives you that Thunder Strike ability. And if you've been playing with it at all, you know that there's so many mobs, especially bosses in this game, currently that are weak to lightning damage, and Cloud is just popping off with that lightning damage. Now, accompanying that is the Murasame Battle Garb, which has this. This is a very awesome thing. Lightning ability damage plus 35%. That's really nice. Against lightning element weak enemies, that's nice. This is going to take Cloud, in my opinion, to that like super carry level. I obviously don't have numbers. I'm just starting the game like everybody else, but that feels really good. And note that you only need one copy of it to get the 35%. With a lot of abilities on these gears, you need to be leveling them up. Like boost physical attack is plus 10 and plus 5% at rank 1, and then you got to be, leveling it all the way to rank 7 before it's like super good. Whereas Levin Blade Arcanum, boom, you get this at level 1. It feels like you just want to go get a copy of this to me. And then pair it with the Murasame to take down those lightning weak bosses. If we were to compare that to what you can get from the exchange shop for Cloud, like we can jump into the exchange shop here. We all have one of these gear exchange tickets. Cloud has the Battlefield Garb plus Organics. Now, this gives boost HP and boost physical defense. Don't sleep on how important being a little bit tankier is in this game, especially when you're climbing tower and those bosses are trying to one-shot your whole squad. Having more HP and defense is a really, really good thing. But this will be here forever. I feel like this item exchange shop where you get these tickets, I don't need to go get all this right now. I can wait and pick this up later if I need to, and I'm still sitting on my ticket in the meantime. So my thought on the banners is this. I think, especially if they're going to continue to feature 2 characters per featured banner, I would say look at this stamp card. With just the first 12 stamps, you can guarantee yourself 1 copy of the featured weapon for the character that you want and their battle garb that might or might not specifically correspond with that weapon. And so for me, I don't care about Barrett on this account very much at all. So I'm going to just do the first bingo board page, the first stamp sheet page. I need to start calling it the right thing. One of the other reasons I say that is if you look at page 2, if you complete the first line of the stamp sheet on page 2, you're only guaranteed a 5-star weapon. That's not nearly as good as the select featured pity thing that we get on page 1. Then you do at least pick up the second gear, right? Not weapon, the second armor set. I do like that, but to get the accompanying weapon with it, you have to do a whole nother 12. So my thought on pulling on these banners is, I think the way to go about it is, again, I'm a light spender on this account. I made my first purchase in the game today, and I'm going to use that money, but I'm not wailing out in this game. I'm going to target, if there's a featured banner that I like that has a good weapon and a nice piece of gear that maybe boosts that weapon or fills a need for that character, I'm going to get the first stamp sheet done. And then I'm going to focus on doing things like boosting through the wish list other pieces of 5-star gear that I'm looking to pick up or looking to get duplicates of. And that's going to be my pulling regimen in EverCrisis right now. Now, again, we'll see. Maybe a banner comes out later that has like 2 characters I want on it or something, but this is my current thought process on how these banners are going to work. I do think the Murasame Battle Garb is going to pay massive dividends right now for people playing the game. And some people have been coming at me saying, yeah, but Auronnj, what about in 3 months from now? What about in 4 months from now? Won't that fall off? And my response to that is, look, it's a video game that I'm playing right now. I can't guarantee you that I'll be playing this game in 4 months, and you, the person talking, can't guarantee me or anybody else that you'll be playing this game in 4 months. So if you can get value out of something right now, if you can have a month or 2 of fun using a piece of gear that you got in a gacha game, I think that's well worth the investment. We don't know what the future holds, so my approach is going to be get page 1 of that stamp sheet done if it's got a character that I want on it. That's kind of how I'm approaching the game. Let's do some polls, because this is the part a lot of people probably came to see here. Let's switch it. Is my first poll session in evercrisis since the reroll marathon poll session, which was like a reroll short sprint because I nailed it on the second round, and kind of my thoughts on the banners. So let me know how you guys are approaching banners in evercrisis. I hope your polls have gone really well, and I'm going to start breaking down the characters' weapons in this game, get some more evercrisis content rolling out. So if you're here for evercrisis stuff, stay tuned. If you're here for War of the Vision stuff, you know I'm not keep doing the regular War of the Vision stuff. All right, have a great one, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Peace.